Welcome to the Insomnia Project. Sit back, relax, maybe lie down, listen. We're going to have a conversation that's about the mundane. What we try to deliver is a conversation that's less than fascinating so that you, our listeners, can just feel free to drift off. Thank you for joining us. We hope you will listen and sleep. I'm your host, Marco Timpano.
And I'm your co-host, Nidhi Khanna. Marco.
Nidhi.
Here we are.
We are, and this is our last show for this season.
It was a very long season.
It's a long season. You know, it's interesting, Nidhi, when we started this podcast, it was kind of the Wild West. You know, there wasn't as many podcasts as there are today, and I think that's great that there's so many podcasts. But I didn't know how the seasons worked with a podcast.
We just learned as we did it.
Yeah.
It's a very accessible medium.
Yeah.
And so now we're going to take a short sort of break.
Yeah, we're going to deliver some, I don't want to say exciting content for the Insomnia Project, because that's not what this podcast is about.
Not exciting at all.
No, but we're going to deliver a season 2.
Exactly.
That will be 26 episodes in length. Because our podcast is 26 minutes or thereabout. Sometimes they creep in a little bit longer. But as we've mentioned before, 26 minutes is the perfect amount of time for a short nap or to get you into that blissful state of sleep.
Be sure to check out. We will definitely still be posting on Instagram and Twitter, and we'll keep you updated once season 2 is coming out, and we'll make sure that there's also episodes that come out on a consistent basis, so that you're not wondering when the next Insomnia Project show is coming out.
Well, we'll have that all geared out and worked out, and we have some surprises that are going to come forward too. So
exciting times.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. I want to thank our listeners. Recently, we had listeners who Instagrammed us with something that they heard on our show.
I know, Easy as Pie.
Easy as Pie.
Went to the Banya.
Yeah, that's the second time Easy as Pie took us up on some of the things we've mentioned. And we love that. We love everyone who tweets us or Instagrams us. So thank you for that. It's so rewarding. We also get emails from people who listen to our podcast and they tell us how they've enjoyed it and how it's helped them. So thank you to all our listeners. Please feel free to Instagram, tweet, and leave us those 5-star reviews. You know, every once in a while a review comes up, Nidhi, and I'll say, did you see the new review?
We get so excited.
We get so excited. Far too excited, really.
Especially for this podcast.
But thank you for everyone who's done that. And if you've enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a 5-star review, because it's helpful for us, both as a personal sort of gold star and for our podcast itself. So thank you for everyone who's done it.
Did you, when you were a kid, were you into getting gold stars at school? Was that like a big motivator for you?
That's a great question. I mean, yeah, I don't think it was a motivator, but I always loved it when I did get it. And I was a good student. I was a good kid. Like, I was really reliable, and I listened, and I would, you know how they would sometimes divvy up different tasks for the kids to do? I was always the messenger, because I would bring the message to the office and back, and I was always efficient, and I was always quick about it.
You were very diligent as a child.
So
that's good.
I think it was from that messaging became an important part of my life.
Clearly.
Well, we should also thank our sponsors.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you to Casper Mattresses, that has... actually, you know what? I funnily enough, Casper had this pop-up shop in Toronto in the summer, and I got a chance to actually lie down on the... First of all, you went into this pop-up shop, and it just smelled like campfire, you know, like good camp, like the burning wood, and I don't know, and there was like pine needles everywhere. It was just beautiful, and I just sat down on one of the beds and I actually took a nap.
Good for you.
Yeah, and then I woke up probably about 10 or 15 minutes later, and I was a little bit not shaken up, but when you're sort of like, oh my gosh, I wasn't supposed to do that.
Right, out of sorts a bit.
But the people there were great. They're like, that happens, don't worry. So if you're interested in a Casper mattress and trying it out, definitely check out
our URL. Casper.com/insomnia, and you'll get $50 off the purchase of your next mattress. And Nidhi, I was I shouldn't click my mouth like that, but I was in California this December/January for a wedding, and because I was performing the ceremony, the bride and the groom gave me a Casper pillow.
No way.
To thank me.
You didn't tell me that.
I forgot to tell you that.
That's
so I have this
great.
really awesome Casper pillow, and it was such a thoughtful, lovely gift. Of course, they listened to our podcast, so they said, "You're always talking about this pillow, so we just figured we'd buy you one."
That's
and I was
amazing.
like, yeah. And it's wonderful. So if you're in the market for something that's fluffy and soft, I recommend their pillows as well. Go to Casper.com/insomnia and order your pillow today. Nidhi, I wanted to talk to you, speaking of pillows and feels and stuff like that, I wanted to talk to you about textures.
Ah, yes.
So, for example...
So, wait, textures... Now, textures basically are using your tactile sense in order to... So when you're, like, thinking of textures, do you automatically visualize it, or do you, like, think about the touch of something?
That's a great question. So if I was to say to you, walking on grass, do you visualize the texture, or do you get an impression of the texture of grass under your feet? Or walking on a sandy beach?
I actually get a visual, and I'm always more of the... I'm not in the visual, so I'm not experiencing the texture.
I see.
I'm watching it.
Okay.
So I'm not a very tactile person that way.
Okay. But if I was to say to you, what is the texture that you like on your bare feet?
Sand would be great.
Sand would be great.
Yes.
So walking on a sandy beach.
Yes.
Now, would you want to be on the moist side of the sand? So the sand that gets lapped by the water from the...
No, because I hate the word moist.
Okay, sorry. So the damp sand?
No, I want to be on the drier one because actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's not so... I mean, the texture of the sand has something to do with it, but it's more of the heat that is associated with the sand, because I'm in the sand... I'm in a tropical climate. I'm thinking of the heat. Like, there's all the other things that I'm associating with sand rather than necessarily the texture of it.
Okay. That's fair. And what about the texture of something like cork? What impression does cork give you? Whether it be on your feet or whether you put your hands on cork? Because it's got a kind of sponginess to it, right? It's got a bit of give.
But also a little bit of roughness.
Yeah, it's not a smooth
No.
texture. I wouldn't call it a smooth texture.
No, but yes, it's got a sponginess, like a springiness.
Like marble, for example, is a smooth, cool...
Oh, yes. Okay,
texture.
I thought you were comparing marble to cork as similar.
No, but I mean, like, not the opposite, but a different feel to it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think of texture as, like, warm or cool?
I not necessarily, but I'm sure there are things that you would think are warmer and
I guess
cooler.
that's also, like, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking cool to the touch, warm to the touch. Like, there's certain, like marble, right?
Sure.
You're not going to associate marble with warmth.
Right.
Right? When you touch it, it's usually very cold.
Sure.
I don't know. What, like, is there anything that you're like, all right, this is, like, I don't know, actually, texture.
It's an interesting...
Yeah.
So, for example, I have a yoga mat that is kind of like a bed of nails. Have you ever seen those kind of yoga mats?
Oh, interesting.
They're kind of like... I guess bed of nails is the worst possible way to describe it, but they do have like these little spikes that you're supposed to lay on.
Oh, I see. As like pressure points.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And I think they call it bedded nails. Maybe that's why I'm thinking, probably not. But what's interesting is when you lie on it, because you're lying with equal distributed weight, it doesn't feel like a bad sensation, but you certainly feel it's a bit prickly. So what about prickly textures?
Prickly is such an interesting word.
Sure.
Eh? I associate prickly with, okay, this is a really weird association.
No, this is great.
So when you were a kid, did you ever get those, it wasn't a needle, but it was kind of like, almost like a push pin with four pin-like things. And it was like, they pushed it into your skin, and I'm pretty sure it was some sort of injection or I can't remember what it was exactly.
I don't know what kind of inoculation.
Really, I gotta find this. I gotta find this.
No. But is it a polio vaccine, like from the 1960s? What were you getting there? This is really
I gotta it was like, I don't know. I gotta find it.
Okay,
I gotta
sure.
find it because I need I have no idea what it was. Maybe I was an experiment.
Maybe.
There's something X-Filesy going on.
Okay, I'm going to mention some textures, and I want your impressions. So the texture of chalk.
Ugh.
Not.
No.
No?
No. You know why? Because I associate chalk with a blackboard and squeaking.
That's not how I said. I said chalk. You're very, you associate it with sounds, it seems like.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
associate these sensations with sound. It's interesting. What about the texture of, like a feather?
Soft.
Sure. Fluffy.
Fluffy. Oh, it is really interesting because my first response is to see it.
Right, okay.
To I visualize it rather than think about the way it feels.
Would you say you're a visual learner? You know how people talk about people who are visual learners?
Yeah, I'm more visual, or I need to see it or I need to do it.
Okay.
I guess that would be it. Most people know. I don't know. How do you learn?
I'm definitely visual.
You are?
Yeah, I'm visual. And you can tell even in notes that I take. I make a lot of boxes. I use a lot of colors.
That's so true.
Yeah, and I underscore, and I'll use, different sort of techniques to highlight different things.
See this thing?
No.
You never got that?
No, that looks like some sort of tube that you would find in a television set, an old television set.
Oh, is it teen test? Okay, sorry, you were saying something.
Oh, yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say. It was I had an interesting point to make.
Before we got on my vaccination issues.
Which I'm sure our listeners are like, I'm trying to use this to fall asleep, and you're giving...
The longer you stay alive, the longer you can enjoy Boost Mobile's unlimited plan with a price that never goes up. So here are some tips. Do not parallel park on a cliff if you want to enjoy an unlimited plan with a price that never goes up. Do not mistake a wasp nest for a piñata if you want to enjoy an unlimited plan with a price that never goes up. Do not microwave a hard-boiled egg if you want to enjoy an unlimited plan with the price that never goes up. Stay alive and enjoy unlimited wireless for $25 a month forever with Boost Mobile. After 30 gigs, customers may experience lower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Knock, knock.
Ooh, who's there?
A Boost Mobile expert, here to deliver and set up your all-new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever.
You call that a knock-knock joke?
This isn't a joke. Boost Mobile really sends experts to deliver and set up your phone at home or work.
Okay, well, it's just that when people say knock-knock, there's usually a joke to go with it.
Like I said, this isn't a joke.
So the knock-knock was just you knocking.
Yeah, that's how doors work.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro delivered and set up by an expert wherever you are. Delivery available for select devices purchased at boostmobile.com. Terms apply.
We all prefer things a certain way, like groceries. If you want groceries just how you like them, you gotta try Instacart. They have a new preference picker that lets you pick how ripe or unripe you want your bananas. Shoppers can see your preferences up front, helping guide their choices. Because when it comes to groceries, the details matter. Instacart. Get groceries just how you like.
What about the feel of a bowling ball? Were you ever a bowler? Did you ever bowl?
Not really. Like, I'll bowl every once in a while. And when I was a kid, we used to have birthday parties in Montreal at this place called Rose Bowl Lanes. And it was like every kid in Montreal has had a birthday there.
Thank goodness.
I certainly did. And I, for many, many years, used the, like, I did not bowl with one hand. It was like the two-handed approach.
Okay.
And I'm also the type of bowler that will try and will the bowling ball a certain direction once it's been, once it's on the lane. So I'm that person who's jumping. Like, go left.
That kinetic energy that you send to the ball. Sure. I'm not a good bowler. My parents are very good bowlers, but I'm not. We should also mention another sponsor that we have had on our show, which is BarkBox.
Yes.
And what's interesting, I came into your house today and you're like, Zena is going wild. She got her BarkBox today. And I was like, what? And so if you want to get your pooch BarkBox, go to getbarkbox.com/The Insomnia Project, and you'll get 1 extra month added to your order. So if you get a 6-month subscription, you'll get really 7 or 12. You'll get 13, a baker's month. But Zena had like a toy in her mouth, and I was like, what is this toy? And you're like, the theme is pina coladas. And I'm
It's
like,
tropical theme this month.
So I looked at the toy, and it was like a pina colada in a coconut is what it looks like.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, Marco.
It was pretty great. Like, for a dog toy, it's like your dog's going around with a...
She has so many of these now. It's like... Anytime I take something away, she brings me another stuffed animal that's like a dinosaur or like, a harvest basket. Like,
which has been her favorite? Speaking of textures, those are all textured.
Yeah.
They have like different feels to them.
Yeah, which is why she loves them. Because it's like, they have texture and sound because they have a squeeze too.
Right.
So it's like she gets to chomp down and then get the squeeze, the squeak.
How important is texture for you when you eat? Like a balance of textures.
Like when I'm chewing?
No, like even when you have anything, right? Like, so for example, if you have a dessert, right? Some desserts can just be like a pudding and it's just soft and malleable. Or you can have a dessert that's more complex that has crushed nuts in it, or candied sugar, or fruit, or layers of cream and layers of phyllo pastry.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So there's like, how important is that for you when you eat? You see, it's similar with pastas, right? Some pastas will have, the length and size of the pasta will have grooves in it, or the sauces that accompany it, and various things.
I never really thought about it before, but it is actually quite important, right? Like, you don't want everything to have the same texture, but then there's certain things that if they don't have a consistent texture, you're kind of like, what's going on? Like soup, right?
Sure.
Like, it can be a little bit like, oh, this is an odd texture for a soup, like a little bit unassuming.
Or if you get a soup where you expect texture, like a clam chowder,
sure,
and you don't get texture,
don't get it.
It's like, what's going on here?
You're just having like liquid cream.
Yeah.
Well, cream is liquid,
but yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. You know what? Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you go.
I was going to say, like, and certain food items become adjectives because of their texture. Like, so if something's buttery, it has a certain sort of feel to it, right? So
I was just about to say I went for brunch at Annabelle's.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That happens to be a restaurant around the corner from my house that just opened up, and I was so excited. And how was your breakfast?
It was amazing. It was really good. It's the second time I've been there.
Okay.
And every time I go, I keep thinking, oh man, I should call Marco. But it's always for like some specific reason that I'm there. And like a meeting or whatever. And then I end up somewhere else. But it's really good. I want to go back and have those pastas.
Yeah.
Because speaking of texture, it's like some of those pastas looked amazing.
Sure.
And they have this breakfast like carbonara.
Oh, yum.
Pasta. And it was like, talk about texture.
When you talk about brunch and texture, I love poached eggs.
Oh,
but
interesting.
for me, poached eggs have to have a runniness to them. And the problem is, you go to a place that makes poached eggs, and you're like, I ask, how are your poached eggs done? And they're like, medium. I'm like, all right, what does medium mean to you? And I went to Expectations, which you should know because it was a Montreal chain that's you find everywhere now. And the server said to me, we do the medium. I'm like, is that runny? And she said, yes, but if you'd like, I can do them soft. I'm like, no, because sometimes when you do the poached eggs soft, it feels like they're not cooked. So
Well, I actually had poached eggs here.
At that place?
At that Annabelle's, yeah.
And how were they?
They had like a Tuscan bean salad.
Look at you.
And it had like beans and kale, and then homemade sausage, and then poached eggs on top. And I'm actually the opposite. I don't usually like runny eggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the texture of it actually makes me very...
uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I feel like it's slimy, you know? And so normally I don't like it. And this, however, was really, really good. Really good. And you know what I love the most, Marco?
What?
The hot sauce that they brought was very good.
So there's one thing you should know about Nidhi. Whenever we go out to eat anywhere, whether it be something very casual or a more formal occasion, Nidhi will always want hot sauce. And it's so funny because oftentimes the server will be like, we'll bring it over and say, this is very hot, or our hot sauce is very hot. And Nidhi always looks to me and says, it's never as hot as they make it sound. And she can always handle it no matter how hot it is, which is just a fact.
I haven't yet met my match.
No. What is the hottest sauce you've ever had?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, let me ask you this. Is there a sauce? Do you have a go-to sauce?
I mean, listen, on a daily basis, as an everyday hot sauce,
Sure.
no, I'll go for sriracha.
Okay.
I'll do it.
That's
you know?
okay.
So there's this random pub near
I already love where this is going.
near my Moksha studio, my
Okay.
Moksha yoga studio, called like not the Duke of York.
Speaking of hot, that's hot yoga. For
Hot
anyone
yoga.
that
There
doesn't
you go.
know.
It's called like York something. I can't remember. And it's on Wellington. And anyways, whatever.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. And I went there randomly one night with a friend of mine for a drink, and we ended up ordering fries. And they're like, "Oh, do you want our in-house hot sauce?" And it was amazing.
Is it the one that's on Portland, near where I used to?
No.
Okay.
No. This is kind of tucked away.
Okay.
On the kind of west of Bathurst.
Okay.
On Wellington. Anyways, and it was so good. I was like, "Oh, do you sell this?" And they're like, "Yeah," and they sell it for like $10 a bottle.
Oh wow! Did you get a bottle?
Yeah, absolutely. And it lasted. And it was great as like a marinade. It was great
amazing.
as just like a good. It was just a good. It just made my day.
Great. Have you ever had bomba?
No.
So bomba is a spicy condiment from my dad's part of Italy. So from Calabria they make it, and actually his hometown produces quite a bit of this because when you're dealing with peppers in Italy, the further south you go, the hotter they are,
Sure.
the spicier they are. And so I have some at home. Ooh. And oftentimes the jar, what they do, so bomba means bomb.
Yeah.
They have like a little paper wick to make it look like a little dynamite stick or something, right?
That's amazing.
Remind me next time you're at my place, because it is quite spicy. You know who loves bomba is Trevor Martin, who we've had on the show. Actually,
perfect.
we need to thank all our guests that we've had over the last 131
Episodes. Oh my gosh.
There's
Could
so
we even...
many people that
There's
have
so
been-
many. I can't even...
So many lovely people who've shared their time and their conversation with us. So thank you to all of them. We'll have more guests in season 2. And let us know if there's anything you want to hear in season 2 or the subsequent seasons we do. So just, find us at Listen and Sleep, whether that be on Instagram or Twitter or our Facebook page, or you can go to theinsomniaproject.com and send us information, send us a note there, and we will try to get your
Marco, I have a controversial question before
Oh,
we
no, here we go.
What-
With just a few minutes left.
Do you have a favorite episode from season 1?
Oh. Okay, so there's a couple of episodes
Okay.
that come to mind.
Okay.
So I did an episode in Vancouver with David about pencils.
Yes,
Do you
I
remember
remember
it?
that.
And he gave me a pencil at the end of it, and it's my favorite pencil, and I don't like writing with pencils, but that pencil that he gave me, you know, I always have in my heart, so to speak. So there's that episode. Any episode I do with my father-in-law,
Yeah, great.
I find really
Always great.
fun, because just to even hear his accent,
Yeah.
his New England, his Bostonian accent. Is
I'm
always
trying to
fun.
remember the episode where I almost fell asleep while recording it. Do you remember the one where you were talking on some tangent? You were talking about pickling your, like...
Oh, the pickle
Was
episode.
it the pickle episode? And I was just like, I had a really rough day and I was exhausted. And Marco went on this tangent about, like, describing the process of pickling wood, I think
that's
it was.
right. Actually, we had
Was it that or the doors? It was something...
No, it was that was the whole pickle episode.
It was the whole pickle episode,
I actually
right?
remember you falling asleep in it. And so, just for our listeners, sometimes we'll put each other to sleep, or in this case, I put Nidhi to sleep during the recording of our podcast. So please don't ever feel bad. The whole point of our podcast is we hope it's the only podcast you never get to the end of.
It's true.
And if you-
Wait. My last
Oh,
really
sure.
favorite was the cookie episode.
What was it? Oh, that's right.
One of our first ones, where the mayor of Calgary. We tried to
Was
get
the
the mayor
mayor-
of.
It was the mayor of Ann Arbor, Michigan. So Ann Arbor, Michigan has a cookie.
No.
Yes.
I thought it was Calgary,
I thought it was in Michigan.
or I thought it was Canadian. Okay.
Or
okay.
maybe it was Calgary. Maybe I'm incorrect. And we were trying to get the city of Toronto to have a cookie named after, or what would you call it, like a city cookie. And we had somebody from the city contact us, and then when we got back to her, she never returned our conversation. So shame on you, City of Toronto, for
It's
not
true.
having a cookie,
official
an
cookie
official
stabs.
cookie. Nidhi's going to look that up.
No,
but
yeah, I can't find it.
so
but-
the cookie episode, I also enjoyed the episode where you and I debated who was the most boring prime minister.
We got to do another one of those, actually.
The koi episode is one of my favorite.
Oh yeah, a lot of people love that koi episode.
I think
Gets a lot of
the
traction.
citrus episode is the one that's the most listened to episode. And
It wouldn't be an end of season without
No.
Xena coming running
Xena's
away.
nails.
Oh,
Oh,
and there
there's-
goes BarkBox. I guess that's our cue to say thank you once again for all your support and for listening. And we will be back in season 2. And as always, please feel free to go back to episode 1, Tea Socks, and the moment before, and make your way through all these episodes once again until we're back with you. And until then, we hope that you listen and sleep.